Alright, we should be live now. Hey everyone, my name is Mitchell Mander and welcome to my live stream. Today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Horizons episode 98. Liko and I want to say Liko and Roy. Liko and Katy's rematch after it's been almost a year. Actually over a year actually. So, yeah. How was this episode overall? Well, we'll get to that shortly. But if you're someone that's new here, you're kind of coming across this stream for the first time, whether you're watching it now or like after the stream ends and it's just a video, a long video. A couple of things. Before we get started, I just want to say usually what we do here, I give it about 5 to 10 minutes for people to show up, join the chat. Then I'll give like a brief summary of the episode, assign a rating to it, and then go to the chat, and then we just have a conversation for the rest of the time. Usually we go about an hour, hour and a half, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, but yeah, that's what we do here. Also, the music you hear in the background comes from a separate stream. Can't speak. Let me try that again. The music you hear in the background comes from a separate stream, the Video Game Study Lounge from Game Chops. I have a link in the description. You should check it out sometime. Basically, lo-fi remixes of video game music along with some originals on there. See if you can catch some Pokemon lo-fi remixes as well. So, yeah, I usually listen to it when I'm like relaxing. I'm at work. I need something to distract me from the work day, working out, you know, just in general. Just it's pretty chill stuff, as you can tell. So you should check it out sometime. Link in the description. Alright, let's see who's all here. So it looks like we got a pretty decent crowd so far. We got Sharon, who's only going to be here for a little bit. Beast Mode God's here. Pokefan, what's up? Harlster, yo, what's up? You'll be here for the whole thing, Sharon. Alright, that's fine. After your review, okay. Just going to start by saying good morning. Good morning. Well, it's good afternoon for me now. How is everyone? I am still recovering from my flu that I got the other day, so the worst is over. It's just I'm just mainly fatigued right now. I do have a stream tonight, later tonight, for Mario Party with my friends, so hopefully I'm all set for that later on. Absolutely love the episode. Gotcha. I'm good. That's good. Great episode for Liko and Pagogo. It was a good episode. Why isn't Liko using Meowscarada since it lost to Teddy Ursa? Why is Liko using Terrapagos? Well, hi, Super Plush Productions. First off, you watched the episode, correct? Because Katy's the one that chose Terrapagos to battle against her Ursaring. That's why. Meowscarada actually looked disappointed, but we'll get into that when I get into my summary. Can't believe Rockruff evolved into a Larkanaut. Yeah, Lycanroc. Love it. 7 out of 10 for me. Not enough chubby Lycanroc, but aside from that, I like this episode. Gotcha. It's Chunky Lycanroc. Yeah, I know. She definitely needed to switch up her tactics in fighting Katy. Yeah. Chunky Lycanroc should become a new meme. Make it a meme. Lycanroc is so cute. Well, what's up, Thomas? The animation and movement in the battle was so stiff and bland. Yeah, that's probably one of the more negative points in the episode, but I'll get to that when I get to my summary here in a minute. Lycanroc acts like a puppy. Pretty much is. I just want to say before I get started with my summary, if you're here, we got about 10 people here. What's up, everyone? If you could do me a favor and hit that like button, if you haven't already, I would definitely appreciate it. And also vote in the poll. 8-7 is currently winning the poll. What do you expect it? It evolved by eating? A little too much. Oh, man. It ate so much it evolved, it's absolutely glorious. Yeah, it's funny. Alright, that said, we're gonna go on and I'm gonna give my summary of the episode. So, episode 98 of Pokemon Horizons. So in this episode, we arrive at Cortando. Dot just got there. She took the taxi, the flying taxi out there. And then Liko, Roy, and Alt were already almost there. And I like how Alt's first impression of seeing Dot is basically Murdoch, basically like being the overprotective uncle he is. But yeah, we reunite with Murdoch. We're hanging out, eating some snacks, and we got, and as you probably could tell from the chat, a very chunky Lycanroc. Yeah, it looks like Rockruff evolved over the 1 year time skip, and it's literally because Murdoch was having it taste test a bunch of different snacks, and was trying to get was trying for perfection, and wasn't quite getting it. So he just kept having Rockruff eat all these sweets, and it ends up evolving midday form. But it's a chunky boy. So there's that. But Alt's fear of girls is continuing, as he's very much afraid of Katy. And then after he realizes that Dot's a girl, he immediately starts to become flustered with her as well. But anyways, they basically came there to tell Murdoch that they reformed the Rise and Volt Tacklers. And told him about all the stuff that's going on with the strong spheres. The Recurium is still around. We're going to go around and try and, solve it and basically clear our names. Clear the Rise and Volt Tacklers' names. But Murdoch is very unsure, and he's very worried. He doesn't think that they're strong enough to basically be going out on their own. So, still, he might be worried for Dot especially, but he's worried for all of them, since they are kids after all. But they've gotten quite a bit stronger over time. As it's pretty clear throughout the previous few arcs, they went from noob trainers to being pretty competent. And but still, Murdoch is very worried. So Katy proposes that they have a battle, and she chooses a Terapagos to go up against her Ursaring, which also evolved from Teddy Ursa over the 1 year time skip. So we get Terapagos versus Ursaring, and Liko versus Katy rematch. And yeah, I will say the battle was kind of bland. Not gonna lie, a little stiff. But Liko shows that she's improved a lot as a trainer over the last year since the Terrestrial debut arc when she first went up against Katy. She's a lot more confident now, to the point where Terapagos finally pushes Ursaring enough for Katy to terrestrialize it. And yeah, ends up winning the battle. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. By the way, you got some nice Pokemon lo-fi in the background. Actually, no, this is Wind Waker, sorry. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. Anyways, Terapagos ends up winning the battle using Terra Starstorm. Takes out Ursaring, and yeah, this time around, Liko ends up winning against Katy. So Liko won the rematch, so she has beaten the gym leader alongside Roy. Now we need Dot to beat a gym leader as well. That would be nice if she could. But yeah, pretty much the battle. Liko wins, and then, but they're basically like, well, we got to get going. It'd be nice if we had an airship to go around the world again. We need to talk to Orla. And then it turns out, according to Murdoch here, the Bravasagi has been dismantled, as Orla was going to do that following their adventures. So Liko and the others are heading over to find Orla and get a new ship, quote unquote. So we're going all the way to Galar. We just arrived in Paldean. I like how they noted in the preview. They're like, yeah, we just arrived in Paldean. We're already leaving. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much the episode. So overall, I thought this was a pretty good episode. I mean, the battle was, like, the animation was kind of weak. Like Thomas was saying, it was kind of lackluster, but I still appreciate the fact that Liko won this battle. Like that she proved her resolve. You know, Murdoch was afraid that, you know, they wouldn't be able to stand a chance against the explorers, but she showed that she's tough enough to go up against the gym leader now and win. So that is good. But yeah. Overall, this episode was pretty decent. I'd probably give it like a 7, personally. Anyways, let's get caught back up on the chat, because I haven't I've been doing my review here, so my quick summary. So let me see where I last left off at. I give this episode an 8 out of 10. Nice. Gonna need to put it on a diet. Yeah, he does. He is. At least this Lycanroc has a more unique personality, unlike some Pokemon. Cough, cough, Lucario, cough, cough. Personally, I didn't hate the battle. It was just alright. A bit stiff, but I'm very happy Liko won because she overcame the challenge placed on her by Katy. Yep. Yeah, she did. This was a nice reminder of Terrapagos' moveset, maybe because I completely forgot what its moves were. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, what's its moves again? Because she doesn't really use it a whole lot. Hi, Steven. When are you gonna make the last arc review? I don't know, man. I haven't really had time to, like, sit down and work on it. I've been kind of preoccupied with a bunch of different other things. Maybe in sometime in the next few weeks I'll get some time to work on it, but I just ask for patience. Those types of videos I can't do them in a single day. It's gonna take a while for me to put it together. I have some things to say about the episode 99 preview. Gotcha. I really don't even want to say how bad the online reception was yesterday, because oh my gosh, I just sit in the corner because people are just so hateful and petty. Nothing but cheating scumbag. What? Well, I was sick yesterday, so I kind of just everything was a blur to me yesterday. So really, where is this coming from, Pokefan? Orla's on it. Papago is real to no rapid spin. Yep. Mark dismantle, but they don't know that. Yep. Not yet, at least. For the episode 99 preview, Orla is hiding the Bravasagi from everyone. Yeah. I guess it's that she is feeling inner guilt or something bad happened with her since Freed went missing. Maybe. It's kind of hard to say. Didn't really get a whole lot out of that preview, though. Do you think it's true that Liko might get Chandelure? I don't know. It'd be cool, but I don't know yet. We do see trainers using Requiem spheres on Paldean Tauros. I believe those are Exceed grunts, though. Or Explorer grunts. That's what they look like. Probably replacing Zergonconio. Mostly just people who were upset because this was supposed to be Meowscarada battle and Terrapagos ruined it. Liko chose wrong and therefore cheated. Ash wouldn't have done this. I think they're being overdramatic. How about that? Secondly, Katy's the one that wanted to battle Terrapagos. I mean, even in the episode Meowscarada, I was kind of a little frustrated that it didn't get picked, but whatever. Katy is the one that wanted this, so it's not really cheating. So the people that are doing that are just being dramatic. Over dramatic. Is she getting one per per leaks, possibly. What leaks? That's news to me. Meanwhile, Ash used Melmetal and Naganadel. Yeah, in the Alola League, no less. Ursaring had high horsepower, hammer, arm, and furry cutter. Not even a fourth move. And animation of the battle is kind of weak. Yep, we already said that. We should have Chubby Lycanroc battle. Huh, is it gonna be able to battle effectively? That'd be interesting to see. Wow, we hit 10 likes. Thanks, guys. Can we go even higher? Can we go to 15 likes? We can try it. Let's go. Chandelure would cover Meowscarada's weaknesses to Bug, Ice, Fairy, Fighting, Steel, and Fire. Meowscarada covers Chandelure's weaknesses to Water, Rock, Ground, and Ghost. I see. That actually makes it a good fit for Liko then. I know what people are talking about. There was a picture of a celebrity with a Litwick plush that was mistaken for Liko's VA. They're like Litwick, and that's why they're holding it. I see. Oh boy. Damn. Oh yeah, I saw that image. I didn't think much of it. Oh. Now, if we get like a preview for like an upcoming arc or something in the series, and we see Liko with like a Litwick or something like that, that'd be moving towards her possibly getting it. So, guess we'll see what happens. Kind of like the preview from last year where Dot was bonding with Tink, and we're like, yep. She's catching that Pokemon. Like Lycanroc becomes aggressive when it's close to evolving, but his Rockruff did not. Right. It was aggressively eating. That's why it evolved. Bitch, do you think we might have 1 week break? That last 1 week in June? No. Actually, no. The calendar just came out the other day. I'll post it later on today. There was a star on every single episode, or every single Friday this month, which means yeah, no breaks this month. Lady Luna. Nini, how's it going? It was a good episode. More of Chubby Lycanroc, please. Compared from how Liko debuted to now, she has grown to stand on her own, and she got a win at last. She'll need to beat those explorers. Yeah. She finally beat a gym leaders. She redeemed herself from a terrestrial debut when she lost against Katy the first time. I still think Chandelure would be a good fit for her regardless. It senses negative feelings and fits Liko's team pseudo witch / magician theme. You're right about that. That's for sure. This battle does show Liko's growth as a trainer. Yep, and Katy notes that she's gotten better and more confident. as a trainer. So yeah, great, no breaks. Yep, no breaks this month. We'll have to see what happens in July. It would have made sense to release the episode 101 title as well. Well, maybe they don't have it ready yet. The summary or title, that is. But yeah. Do we know where Orla is? I forgot if they mentioned it or not. I just went over it in my video the other day. She's in Galar. She's with that one, she's with Karna, that one Pokeball factory girl. And it covers the weaknesses of Liko's other 3 Pokemon. It covers Trapago's weakness of fighting. But yeah, I'm kind of just got too much to say regarding the episode because I'm trying to be positive since yesterday people really brought my mood down with the fact that I've been so negative They've been so negative all week. Yeah, I just ignore them, bud. Unfortunately, this is one of those episodes where there's not really a whole lot to talk about. At this point, we're kind of just wondering, what's coming next, which we know we're going to Galar and going to see Orla. I'm curious as to how episode 100 is going to go. I will say that when I post the calendar later on, there's the episode for the 20th, which is the 100th episode, is sparkling. So that means it's going to be a big episode. That now needs to be Iono or Larry. But Iono for sure. Absolutely, Liko did pretty good. Yep. Let's go. I was kind of hoping we'd see the Pokeball Factory girl again. Yep. I'm going to have to remove her because they have her as a character of the day on Bulbapedia, but she ain't a character of the day anymore. I'm sure Chubby Lycanroc would be great to cuddle with. Maybe episode 100 is when Freed returns. What makes you think that? Orla's Elekid did not evolve. I feel like if Freed were to return for some reason in episode 100, I don't know. I feel like that would be weird. It would kind of undermine what happened to him for him to come back so soon. But granted, the pacing of this arc has been really fast, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. What if he doesn't return? Wonder where Ludlow is. Maybe in Galar too, since it was his boat originally, or maybe hanging out with the guy who was a massive fan of his, which was in Johto, I believe. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering where Ludlow's at. I'm wondering if it's, if it's going to be like Molly, where he's back working, or doing what he was doing before joining the Riseville Tacklers, or something new like Murdoch and Orla. Murdoch working with Katy and Orla working with Karna. Anyone remember the leak that said this season would be like season 3 Ella Trussell debut, which would only be staying in one place? Oof. Well, that was wrong. Too early for his return. So why is the calendar sparkling for that day? When it's sparkling, that means it's an important episode, Sharon. Here you guys go. Pokemon Lo-Fi Remix. Little Root Town. Kid Angie 17. Pagogo and Liko was amazing, and Ultro Naruto would technically be how you say his name, but I'm used to calling him Alt. It's always funny with being shy around girls. And Chunky Lycanroc is the star of the show. Nice. Maybe that's the episode where they get the ship up and running again. I still can't believe someone actually thinks Ludlow is in the great beyond above with Arceus. Yeah, that would be pretty extreme. What, did he like use up all of his mighty G powers and it just took its toll on him and he's gone now? Imagine we find out that he just passed of old age. I doubt it, but it'd be horrifying if that was the case. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go that far. Although I thought Dot was a guy, yeah. Thoughts on Summer Game Fest? It was alright. Resident Evil 9 looks cool. Some of it was kind of eh. I wasn't feeling the best when I was streaming that yesterday, but yeah, it was alright. Maybe slightly better than last year's Summer Game Fest. Freed returning would be important for the episode. Well, sure, but like, why would... do we really want Freed to return, like, now? I just feel like it would be too soon. Alright, see you, Sharon. But yeah, I'm not until I see Freed in the episode, I'm not convinced he's coming back so soon. But I gotta go. Okay. Tatsuguris. Yeah, not sure what's going on with them. I've seen people actually get mad. Hold Dot's hand yesterday. Why? I was gonna say what's the big deal? Also, Dot did not grow that much taller at all in comparison to Liko and Roy. Yep, she's a small girl. No, I'll tell you what. People that are the people that are like really into shipping take it like ultra seriously to the point where like if you make like the slightest joke about it, they'll take an extreme offense to it. Like when I made my Liko, is Liko gonna fall in love with Roy video? It was like total joke video, and some people like took offense to it. Like, come on, bro, it's a joke. Take a joke. It's literally a fictional series. Like, why are you so interested in like fictional relationships? Like, come on now. Like, it's cool, but like, no need to get like hyper defensive and angry over it. Also, Dot did. Okay, I already read that. Sorry. Liko catches Lampent in that important episode. They'll be doing quite a bit because it seems like they're going to be getting the ship in that episode. Liko catches Lampent. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I already read that. I'm out of it right now. Don't worry, Dot, I'm short too. Maybe they're on the ship with the others, because I was surprised we didn't see Alolan Muck with Murdoch either, because Alolan Muck was around Murdoch a lot too. I don't know. Maybe the rest of them are just with Orla or something. I think most likely we will see a scene of Zern only gathering Zygarde cells in episode 100. Maybe in the background, because that is something that they've set up. So I'm kind of wondering when they're going to follow up on that. So that could be a good time to bring it up. Also, what's going on, Kevin? Do you think they'll grab the ship in episode 100? Likely so. The episode's titled "We Are the Risable Tacklers," so kind of seems like they're affirming their status, along with setting sail again across the world. This time, Roy might be at the helm. Top 2 things I seen were A, Dot is Liko's GF, so Alt crossing boundaries, and B, Alt freaking out after realizing and removing his hand were in the moment because they were going to hook up. What? I don't know anymore, which I'm probably about to just get offline with this fandom. And sometimes you gotta kind of do that just because people take things too seriously. I mean, I have my critiques with Pokemon. I think you guys are all probably well aware of my thoughts on, the games and some aspects of the anime as well, in certain series. But no need to bully people and stuff like that, or be just downright mean to people for having a different opinion than you. It's just not productive. It's also fiction, so let's not take it too seriously. Do you the 2 Explorer grunts? Or just stalling until the admins episode? You mean do you think the 2 Explorer grunts are just stalling until the admins show up in episode 100? Is that what you mean? If so, that could be. It is interesting that we have new grunts here. The Explorers have upgraded themselves as an evil team. Now they got proper grunts, besides Zerk and Konya. Or they could be Exceed employees. It could be like the Aether Foundation employees. I just kind of stay in my own bubbles when it comes to the fandom. Gotcha. Like here, because everyone here is completely sane, unlike other parts of the fandom. I try my best. You'll occasionally have some bad apples here and there, but I try to kind of, keep things chill here. Yeah, I forgot we have new Explorers. Yeah. That was the thing that kind of surprised me the most. I was like, oh, we got new members. Well, we haven't really seen grunts. We just knew that Zerk and Konya were grunts. We didn't see, if Sango and Onyx had grunts. They never really seemed to have any, right? So it's kind of interesting that we're seeing more. Then again, I don't think Sango would have grunts, because I think they'd probably, join and then quit the next day, because they'd be like, yeah, I can't take her. Can you, assign me with another admin? If not, I'm just going to go work at, the grocery store or something down the road. Forgot about that, too. Yep. It will be funny if Roy takes the helm with Cap, then Alt tries to butt in to take the helm, too. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that actually, him at the helm would be kind of scary. I'm pretty sure the ship would just go down. Then Roy has to come in and save it. They'd be like, dude, you almost just caused us to crash. This episode was very underwhelming, in my opinion. It had amazing story elements on paper. The execution was sloppy, especially the battle. I mean, I will say the battle was, underwhelming in the regards to animation and just how stiff it did seem. I do like the theming, though, with Liko winning the battle, though, because she kind of proved that, hey, I'm not a weakling anymore. I've improved since our previous battle. Yeah, that's what I mean, but Exceed and the Explorers are kind of the same organization. Yeah, pretty much. And I think Exceed's more transparently, blended in with the Explorers now. Because before, it was like, oh, Exceed, is this big company led by Amethio's father, who has nothing to do with the Explorers, but He's just doing his own thing. But now he's retired. Yeah, Zergongonia are gonna be the most irrelevant one. Aren't gonna be the most irrelevant ones anymore, hopefully. Right? Well, they do have an important task. They gotta find those Zygarde cells. So at least they have relevance to the story. Yeah, I usually try to be realistic with stuff in the show. The fandom lately, I've been trying to distance myself from. One reason I enjoy this channel is because we all chill. Yep. I don't mind a debate or two. They can be fun, just don't resort to being toxic and name calling and all that stuff. Wait, there are new Explorer members? What did I miss? Please catch me up. Episode 99 preview. They're using strong spears. They have a pretty distinct style. I guess we'll learn more about them with episode 99, though. I hope Screamtail gets to battle in episode 100. I think there's a chance because they trying to keep Paldea prevalent and even when they're in Galar with the Tauros. Same thing with Stylizar. And Johto, yep. Yeah, I was going to say Paldea is like pretty prominent like throughout the series. Even when they're not in Paldea. Also, I never fully got why Zerk and Konia were a package duo when then I realized their name is literally Zirconia. Split in two, yep. It's a little pun there. Yes, give our demon pudding some development, yeah. Definitely needs it. Hopefully over the 1 year it's gotten more battle savvy. I will never not love that person who told me Screamtail is demon pudding on Japanese TV for that mistranslation. It's great, isn't it? And you forever have a nickname for it. Okay. I haven't met Screamtail yet because I watched the dub, but most likely in the fall. Gotcha. But yeah, my new controller should be arriving this afternoon. Nice. Nice. Oh. I hope they give it a good dub name. Guess we'll see what they do. I mean, Sango was Onigi and or no, it was Sandwich in the Japanese version, and I think her name and the dub for the Trestle debut, I believe, was Cornbread. Correct me if I'm wrong. Could do something similar, right? Can finally play on the TV again. Nice. Oof. Not gonna lie, Lycanroc looks pregnant in that shot you have on the screen. Oh, really? That's funny. No, it just wants a belly rub. Whew. I like cornbread. They could have picked another name than seasoning. Cornbread and seasoning, I think it was not as funny. Yeah, I was gonna say onigi and sandwiched, which is funny. And the song goes laughing, and the Japanese version was just perfect from that. It's just a good doggo, no puppies. It was a puppy, now it's a bigger doggo. Still give him lots of pets. It doesn't, but not really possible in Pokemon because they lay eggs secretly. People find them, right? Yeah, it's just like, oh, I just happened to find an egg. Was the Pokemon showing signs? Don't know. It just happened, I guess. Solely from the fact that Sidon, of all people, introducing himself with that name makes it funnier. Yeah, especially how aloof he is. Yeah. And then introduces her name. Alright, I'll be right back, everyone. I need to go grab a water because I am thirsty. Alright, I'm back. Ugh. I like seasoning out of the two names, I'll be honest. Yeah, better than cornbread. Solely from the fact that... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I already read that. Like Tracy's Meryl having a random egg, not even fully evolved, right? I've seen people actually say based off of this one episode, Murdoch's Lycanroc is the best in the anime. Even better than Ash's. I don't know about that one, Chief. I like Murdoch's, but Ash is my goat. I was gonna say, why are people saying that? Like, yeah, it looks unique. I'll give it that. It's not your typical looking Lycanroc. He's just a good boy, though, that deserves lots of pets. But yeah, Dustform Lycanroc, yeah, takes the cake. Like, this is something I expect Songo Coral to do. Sidon Onyx feels like he wants to whack his head against the brick wall whenever he has to introduce himself with that name, right? Like, he has his regular speaking Candace while saying it, but you can sense a tiny bit of depression within it as if he's saying it. Okay, well, I have a second here. Just want to say, if you haven't already, hit the like button. We're at 12 likes. Can we get to 15 likes, guys? Before the stream ends? Would appreciate it. But if you've already liked the video/stream, then you've already done your part. Also, remember to vote in the poll. We have 19 votes. Oh my goodness. Quite a few votes so far. Speaking of which, I really need to see a chubby Midnight Lycanroc now. I have a hard time I have a hard time visualizing that. Oh wow, one more like to 15. Thank you guys. I still hope we get to see Agate's third Pokemon. We're 5 seasons in and we still don't see it. Yeah, right? Still waiting, Agate. Come on, do something. Nice, thank you all for the likes. We're at 16 now. Let's keep chugging along and maybe we'll get to 20 before the end. It would have been better if Murdoch had a dash bun. I know Alex has a Fido. Right. Fido would work well with what Murdoch, you know, what he does. Pokemon Unite is better? Oh. I haven't touched that game in a long time. You know, that was the first streams on this channel, was that game? Before I even, like, thought about doing something like this, I was doing that in the beginning. And that was over 3 years ago now. Just waiting for her to bust out something stupid. Like, imagine she just sends out Mewtwo or some other incredibly powerful psychic type Pokemon. Oh my gosh, that's overkill. Rip everyone that has to go up against Agate. I guess this is what we get for dogging on her this whole time, because we're like, wow, she doesn't really do anything. She hasn't really done anything like super relevant, and then suddenly she comes up with this big Pokemon and is just like, oh, I was irrelevant, okay, well, here I have Mewtwo is perfect. Yeah, get wrecked, son. She only showed her Zowtwo. Chowtwo. I don't know how to pronounce its name. Once in the Indigo Academy and was never seen again to my knowledge. Didn't that show up in Trestle debut, or am I... Or no, that was Abra. I think. No, what am I saying? Let me go back and look. I have to confirm now. Okay, Agate. Zatu. Okay, no, it's not Abra. It was Zatu. It showed up in Terrestrial debut. It literally only knows Teleport. That would be insane, yep. That is just little or something. Whoa. I watched it up, so I don't know if it's ever been seen again. Well, sorry if I spoiled that. But it only knows Teleport. That's crazy. I have a feeling that there will be a Chubby Lycanroc plush. Pokemon Company will make one someday. It will sell very fast. Maybe. Just gotta make Chubby Lycanroc famous. Speaking of which, has anyone else noticed all the explorers have a theme, like Sidon, Rock types, Agate, so far Psychic? The two that have varied types teams seem to be Songo and Spinel. Yeah? Actually, yeah, I think you're right. That's actually kind of neat. Not gonna lie. Pokemon Unite got a bunch of new updates and stuff. Gotcha. Gotcha. We've only seen Zatu one time. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It showed up in Terrestrial debut at the Crisis stealing information. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it showed up, teleported, and then that was it. It dipped. It was like, I'll just teleport out of here. My time's over here. I only know teleport, so yeah. I can't be utilized in battle. Unless I want to escape. To be fair, who needs to fly away when you can teleport away? It's harder to track you that way, right? Probably why Spinel has a BAM. Isn't being a job Pokemon of his. Isn't being the job Pokemon of his team. Yeah, probably. Espathra be a good fit for her. I really want to like Agate. She has a mystery vibe, but she doesn't do anything exciting. I consider her Spinel's second command. Yeah, pretty much. She probably replaced Hamber. Essentially, yeah. Since Hamber's kind of out of it since Spinel took control of the Explorers and Exceed. And he already hates Amethio, so I don't think Hamber has any reason to, follow them. He was, Gibeon's servant, and now he serves as grandson. Since Gibeon's gone now. But yeah, I kind of want to see her do more. I want to see, Spinel just betray her and she turns on him and ends up helping the good guys. Because Spinel's probably going to want to take over the world and it's going to be him that controls it and him alone. Doesn't need anybody else. And then maybe she'll get some relevance then. Spinel and him don't get along, I hear. Yeah, something like that. He also didn't train him. He got recruited due to his talents at Exceed. Mr. Scientist. Then break the tracker so you don't get tracked, right? Definitely not the biggest fan considering he's doing this quest behind Spinel's back. Amethio's out there somewhere. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a follow-up on Zirconconia going after the Zygarde cells. That's also another plot that's going on in the background right now. So we'll probably be getting an update on that pretty soon. And maybe we'll see Amethio show up at some point. And we'll get to see his time skip design. Agate getting betrayed is gonna be a grab the popcorn and soda moment. Yeah. Kind of like a certain thing that just went down in the real world here a couple days ago. Between two very powerful rich men, if you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna get too into it, but kind of a similar vibe. Definitely is. They just found one cell in this entire time. Oh, dang. Not making much progress, are they? Problem I have with Agate turning good is we haven't spent much time with her, so her helping the good guys wouldn't feel as earned or justified since we haven't spent much time with her. You bring up a good point. Maybe she doesn't get redeemed and she's maybe fighting Spinel back on her own. Who knows? It's going to be interesting to see where we go from here. I just get the feeling that that split up is going to be happening at some point. And it might actually end up being detrimental to Spinel. If I feel bad... Oh, wait. If feel bad, Amethio begged for Gibeon's affection and He constantly chose Spinel over him, I know. Spinel really screwed him over. Like if Sango or Sidon, or let's be real, both of them, since their package deal at this point ended up turning good. Might take a while because Sango's enjoying her like high up popularity now. She's reveling in it. So I guess we'll see if they eventually change. I just know that they were kind of opposing Spinel a little bit. They're pushing back a little bit on Spinel on episode 89. Like, hey, what are you doing? Unlike if Sango or Sidon... Oh, wait. Sorry, I already read that. My bad. Not gonna lie, Amethio honestly had really nobody. His mom died, his dad always worked, Grandpa was evil, his co-workers hated him. All he really had is his Pokemon, 2 grunts, and Butler. Yeah, that is true. Definitely got the short end of the stick there, huh? She's not unprepared. Spinel is a second in command. Don't see him disposing of her, but she doesn't strike me as to be naive as Spinel's tactic. If he betrays her, she's expecting it. Guess we'll see what happens. It'll take a while. It'll take a while, I agree with you. It's just, at least we've spent time getting to know them a bit, and it's more feasible. Maybe Onyx goes good first, and then Sango eventually changes over. Who knows? I just know that they don't really like Liko and Roy very much. Datu tries to warn her since it can see the future, and Agate just ignored it only to get screwed. Now that would be something. And to be fair, out of them all, Agate is like the only one that has succeeded in a mission, aside from Spinel, obviously. And she's hard carrying these new explorers with the stunts of Sidon and Sango, or Onyx and Sango. Sango is too far gone. Yeah, she really she needs to be she needs to go to Pokemon jail. Poke jail. She's not gonna be too happy with that, is she? Get Officer Jenny on the case, but then they're gonna take several Officer Jennys to basically haul her away. You know, y'all remember when this too? Read Jessie's mind and seen her pass and basically fainted from depression. Oof. Yeah, go ahead and post it. I'd like to check it out when I get a second here. Okay, we've hit the 1 hour mark. Looks like we've had a few people drop off here. It's okay. We've hit our like goals, and we got a pretty decent amount of votes. Is there anything else you guys got for me before we head on out of here soon? Everything went quiet. Watching Spinel Agate with the series. They tried to command the admins before Spinel betrayed the Gibeon. How do you join the Discord? Oh, I was gonna say, I think I have a link in my description. I don't know if it's still valid though. I might have to get that updated. Let me look. Give me 1 second. I will. I'll give you an invite here. I'm gonna have to get that updated in my thingy. Give me a second. Alright. Link to my Discord is in the chat. Feel free to join it if you haven't already. What's an anipoke? Alright, I'll check it out here in a bit. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to have breakfast. Alright, Kevin. Thanks for joining, and I hope your breakfast tastes very good. We'll see you in the next one. Also, Ferks isn't doing Liko any favors. His newest thumbnail has the word "she's a cheater" on it. Oh boy. He's baiting. It looks like you just joined. I love dishonesty for the click. You know, I could totally do that too. If I really wanted to, I could do something like you know how easy it is to bait on YouTube with thumbnails. I could be like, "Hey guys, Ash is slated to appear in this episode," and then it's literally you click on the video. I'm like, "Oh well, Ash." A Pokemon that Ash had shows up in this episode. Maybe it's a hint that he's showing up, and that's all I mentioned about Ash in the video. Get 50,000 views. I thought it was she's a failure. I'll have to check out his video sometime. Well, I'm going to eat lunch, getting hungry. Gotcha, Pokefan. Well, hopefully you have your lunch is great, and you have a great rest of the day. And we'll see you in the next one. I do like Pokeferlex though. Click a baity thumbnails aside, yeah. I mean, I'll give him this. It's I like his content. Just yeah. kind of gets into that realm. There's also a specific way that people are titling videos now that I'm not gonna say it's like the worst, but it's like there's a pattern. Maybe it's why my videos only get like 1,000 views and not 10,000. But yeah. Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys got for me before we get on out of here? I'll do this one more time. If you haven't liked the stream already, you should totally do so. Liking the video/stream helps spread the word on the channel. Let's get some more people up in here and chit chat with us about Pokemon Horizons. We're at 16 likes, which is great. I don't expect it, but if we could get to 20 before the stream ends, that would be great. And also vote in the poll if you haven't already. Like, I feel like it's not as bad as what some other people do, but still clickbaity nonetheless. Yeah. I've seen worse on this site, believe me. Actually, it used to be way worse back in the day. In the early YouTube days. But it still exists. One Piece manga and anime have been fun. That's all I got since I feel we've talked about all the major discussion topics. Gotcha. That's cool, man. Tyrese, hi. Getting. Getting dot dot dot. Oops, I meant hey. No, you're good. How are you doing? Also, I'm not feeling this arc. Really? Why is that? You meant greetings. Gotcha. I mean, I can understand if Alt is kind of annoying, because he's still kind of just an alright character to me, but yeah. I can understand people not feeling this arc. Personally, me, I'm enjoying it, but I can understand why some may feel that way. It might be because it's slow. Like, the pacing is fast, but they're slowly rebuilding the Rising Volt Tacklers, which takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, but we're getting to the point where we might have an airship here soon, so maybe things will be different then. With Alt, some episodes are slow, some episodes I do feel like filler even if they aren't. Yeah, like that episode with the girl, the Litten girl. Yeah, most of that episode felt a little bit fillerish, but technically it's not. This is probably the most canon Pokemon series, like when it comes to episodes and being interlinked one another. I like how Alt brotherly bond with Roy. Kind of gives Roy a lot more things to go things to do compared to the early series. You know, you bring up a good point. I'm starting to kind of like their dynamic a little bit. By the way, what's up, Ian? Hold on, what's this song? Live from Pallet Town. Nice. Okay, guys. Like I said, like 10 minutes ago, we're over an hour into the stream. You guys got anything else for me today? Alt is getting there, though. I'm liking the dynamics. He's recently gotten the beginning of his character arc to the Pokeball Rayquaza interaction. Yeah, they've done a little bit more with him now that he's actually officially on the crew. Hopefully, they continue on with it. I mean, in the beginning, I was a little bit indifferent, but now I think I'm starting to... Like, he can be kind of annoying at times, but I guess that's part of his personality. He's going to be one of those characters that's going to be hit and miss with people, that's for sure. Roy had a solid start with his relationship with Fuecoco. Wait. Actually, sorry. Harlster has a comment first that I'm going to read first. He's got a fun gag, too, which I hope they don't overexploit. But an episode based on him tackling that and improving on that will be great. Actually, I know what you're referring to, and I think that they could probably nail it. Roy had a solid start with his relationship with Fuecoco, Black Rayquaza, the capture of Wattrell. He also had a lot of development preparing for Rayquaza, but he fell off our own arc too. Episode 26 kind of highlighting it. Yeah, Roy kind of had a point where like things kind of were. It kind of became like, oh, you know, this is Liko's like the main. This is Liko's story. She's the main character. Whereas going into this arc, it feels kind of like Roy's essentially the leader now. Well, Liko still has a strong importance in the series. It feels like part 1 of Horizons was focused mostly on Liko, and part 2, you know, might have more focus on Roy, but yeah. Because of its character growth, and he doesn't have to completely be rid of being nervous around women, but instead be more confident around them, kind of like a stepping stone for him to overcome that, right? That would be a good way to kind of move forward with him. Like he has to battle a female trainer or something like that. He's getting flustered with her or something like that, and he has to overcome it in that moment or something. They make Lycanroc into a chonk. Yeah, he's a chonky boy. Gotta love it. He's a good boy that deserves many pets. That's why I'm starting to come around to alt, because I see the potential and the path forward now. Yep. Where before I didn't and couldn't. Right? I agree. Yeah, he has more potential now compared to like the first episode of this arc. Okay. Okay, well. Anything else you guys got for me? I have faith they know what they're doing. Yeah, so far this series, I think they've done a pretty good job with the characters, for the most part. Just hopefully it continues, right? One can hope. Pagogo's fight was a fun one, like Liko's fight in both defensive and offensive with the Terra Starstorm. Yeah, battle was a little stiff animation-wise, but yeah, still a good moment for Liko. Well, I'm about to go and get food soon, and I'm now completely out of things to talk about. Alright, Holster, well, thank you for coming and chit-chatting with us today. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you enjoy your food. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of things to say myself now, since I'm kind of just now waiting for more episodes at this point. I'm curious what we're going to be doing after episode 100, but yeah. How is the Switch 2? I haven't really used it a whole lot since I got sick the other day. I did play Mario Kart World a little bit, and it's fun so far. I'm understanding that a lot of Switch games that had technical issues are basically fixed on Switch 2, which is kind of interesting. All it needed was an upgrade. But yeah, I'll probably be playing it a little bit more this upcoming week. I think on Monday we're going to be doing another Mario Kart World streamed. I hit my goal that I would be streaming it at least for a month straight on every Monday, so we'll be doing that. No problem. I love lengthy discussions and theories and stuff. It's what makes any show or series more fun, to be able to talk to other fans and hear their thoughts. Agreed. That's what I hope to achieve here, because I'm here to be like, hey, these are my thoughts. You know, both pros and cons. These are the pros and cons that I see in these episodes. This is what I feel the episode should be rated based on my thoughts. What do you guys think? It's fun to get other perspectives. You know, you can get a completely different perspective from what you got from an episode by chatting with other people. And that's what I like about what I do here. I don't mind a little debate here and there. But as long as everything is, you know, chill, then we're good. But yeah, with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Been going on for about an hour and 20 minutes, so. But don't fear, guys. We're going to be doing another stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. I'm going to be doing Super Mario Party Jamboree with my buddies. It should be a good time, and there's going to be plenty of shorts that are probably going to come from it. Plus other perspectives, and chatting or debating with others in a healthy way is what makes communities stronger. Agreed. I agree. Anyways, I am going to end the poll. Apparently 10-9 won. Oh my goodness. No one voted lower than 5, so everybody pretty much liked this episode. One person voted 6-5, so some strong ratings here. So how about we give this episode an 8 out of 10 overall? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Alright, y'all. Gonna be heading out here. I might have to take a nap here because I'm tired. and then try to get something to eat here before I head over to my buddies to play Mario Jamboree later on. So, if you guys want to check out another stream on the channel, we're going to be doing that tonight. You can't rate it lower with the intro of Chunky Lycanroc. You know what? You bring up a good point. Anything below a 5 is just wrong. Have a good day or evening to everyone here. Thank you, Harlster. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. But yeah, we're going to be wrapping things up here. So, yep, again, like I said, if you guys have some time. Alright. Yep. Goodbye. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for stopping by, Ian. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. But yeah, if you guys want to check out another stream on the channel, we're going to be doing Super Mario Party Jamboree later. Should be fun. Hopefully I win the game. I got to check the poll and see which board won. I'm pretty sure Rainbow Galleria won because that one was winning the last time I looked at it. But I will look at that in a little while. Anyways, guys, we're going to get out of here now. So if you're still here, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the day or night wherever you're at. And I will see you all later. Bye now.